Hello and welcome to Cricbuzz Comm Box. I'm Saiyami Kher and I have Michael with me. And we've done what we do in the Comm Box. Michael, as soon as we sat here, the last ball, they lost a wicket. Hyderabad are 74 for 3 and clearly it looks like a pitch which is slowing down, or it's a slow pitch. Yeah,
slow pitch. It's not been easy for the batters. You got the tremendous start at the top of the order in Travis Head and Vaughan Saiyami Kher. They were going nice and then they're just losing wickets at key times. I think it is, it's a day game. There's plenty of sun beating down. I think the spinners have done really well. I mean, look at that, 1 for 9 from his 2. Mohit Sharma, he's replaced Rashid. He's got 1 for 5. Just that key wicket of Abhishek Sharma just before we came on air. You have saved. You can get to about 165, 170. I think it's going to be a very competitive total.
You know, they started off really well. We spoke about how their batting it's got a deep batting. There's class in to come. But 74 for 3 in 10 overs. We'll have a look at the batting card. Travis Head gave them a start that they would have liked. Mayank Agarwal again 16. He looked good. And again, he comes into these 16s and 20s and then throws his wicket off. Travis Head looked good, but then a great ball from Noor there. So now it's for Markram and Abhishek Sharma to kind of steady the ship.
Yeah, I reckon we'll be saying it a lot in this year's IPL about the Sunrisers, that they'll probably get into this position quite often. It's going to come down to Klassen. If Klassen has an afternoon out in Ahmedabad, they'll get to a very competitive score if they can just get rid of him early. And any batter's always vulnerable early, but if he can get those 60s and 70s consistent like we've seen in the first couple of games, they're always going to get to that really good 180, particularly in an afternoon game. 180 to 190 looks like it'll be a score that they should defend, but it's getting there and it's going to depend once again on Henrik Klassen.
You know, I forgot that we had taken Abhishek Sharma's wicket in the last ball of the last 9.5 overs. We'll have a look at the bowling card as well, because we spoke about how the pitch is kind of slow. We could see a little turn when Noor came in. A great first over from Noor. Those figures there, 2 overs, 9 runs, 1 wicket. Rashid is a little bit of a mystery because he bowled his 2 overs and then was replaced by Mohit.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what's gone on there, but Noor Ahmed has bowled his 2 overs beautifully. The key wicket of Travis Head, he's got that licence and that freedom to go out and try and strike the ball to the boundaries, and he's always a big threat, particularly at Ahmedabad, where he got a tremendous 100 in the World Cup final. I know you've forgotten that, but he's got great memories of batting on this surface. So you'd have to say that that's a really important part of the jigsaw puzzle for the Gujarat Titans to get rid of Travis Head. They've got him quite early.
Well, they have a really deep batting. We'll have a look at who's to follow. Of course, the class of Klassen. We have gone on and on talking about him. They've also got Shahbaz Ahmed, Abdul Samad, Pat Cummins, who really throws it around. So they've got quite a deep batting to follow.
Yeah, they've got plenty of depth, plenty of power. But when you've got the best, you could say with Nicholas Pooran, probably the best 2 strikers in the world around this kind of position, batting in the last 10 overs of a T20 game. I don't think there's any 2 better players that hit the ball as cleanly as those 2 that I've just mentioned. It's down to Klassen once again. Can he strike the ball out of Ahmedabad? Can he get them to that 180, 190? If he can, I think Pat Cummins and the way that he captains will fancy defending that kind of total.
But Michael, again, it looks like Nehraji knows what he was in for, because Shubman at the toss said that they would have liked to bowl first. So they know that there is a dew factor later in Ahmedabad as well. Clearly, they've read the pitch correctly. It's turning around. It's a little slow. So this is Mr. Ashish Nehra at work.
Yeah, he's a magician, Pep Guardiola, isn't he? He's always thinking, always tinkering. If you think about our pre-show, we were talking so highly of the Sunrisers and almost being a little bit critical of Gujarat. They've both played 2 and they've both lost 1. So whoever wins today will be 2 out of 3. And I think of the 2 teams at this stage, I think it'll be Pep Guardiola's that'll be the most pleased in terms of the work they've done in the first 10 overs. But they'll know that Klassen is a key. They'll know that if he gets 4 or 5 overs into that last 10 overs, he'll get them to a score that they'll fancy defending.
All right, so let's hope that score is 193. We'll wait and watch because we want to go up on that prediction table. Don't forget to join us in the next show. We'll see you all soon.